Hey, blessings to you this morning on this Tuesday morning here in the middle of November. So, I picked another verse today that might seem like a strange choice. It's actually a very popular verse, and you'll know it. I know that you'll know it. It's from the 23rd Psalm, and it's verse 4. And it says this. It says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me." So I just feel like that this verse can minister to you in some way. I know that there are people um, who I know who watch these videos, who come to hear me preach and whatever, who by their own admission would say that they're in the last quarter of their life. Some would say they're at 2 minute warning, right? Many are actually physically suffering um, physical diseases and ailments that have them truly contemplating what lies ahead for them and truly contemplating um, that their time is going to come where they're going to leave this world and go into the next. They are literally walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Now, they're not the only ones. Just people in general can walk through this place where um, Sunday in our Sunday school lesson, Jesus had gone into the garden to pray. It's the night that he'll be arrested. And he told his disciples, he brought Peter, James, and John in with them and asked them to watch and pray with him. And he said to them, he said, "My soul is sorrowful even unto death." And what he was saying there was, my soul is hurting so bad that I just want to die. And we will often find ourselves in those kind of situations in life. That the heartbreak is so tremendous, it is so severe, that the trial and the tribulation is so pressing, and it is so dark that it feels like the valley of the shadow of death. Now, understand that there really was a valley that they called the valley of the shadow of death, and the way was treacherous and it was dangerous, and the sheep could slip and fall at any time. It was rocky and it was steep, and just all the things that could make it. But the sheep weren't afraid. The sheep weren't afraid because they trusted that the shepherd knew what he was doing, because they trusted that the shepherd knew where he was going. They trusted that the shepherd knew the way and knew how to keep them safe. "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because thou art with me." Because you are with me. When you place your life in God's hands, when you have given your soul to him, when you have made him your shepherd, and you are following him, and you're going the way that he wants you to go, you can go through the valley of the shadow of death because he knows the way. And you know what? It may be time. Every one of us is going to come to that time where we leave this world, but God knows how to take us. The shepherd knows how to take us to that place. He knows how to give us peace as we walk through this life. He knows how to take us through the valley of the shadow of death, because you are with me, because God is with us, because God is our shepherd and God is our guide. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. The rod was a weapon that, David described how he had killed a bear and a lion and taken care of his sheep. And he used a club, right? A club, a rod. He used a club, and he fought wild animals with a club. And this club was a sign of protection and safety. And God has tools of protection to defeat the enemy and to defeat whatever comes against us. And those things are a comfort to us. The staff, just like you see in the pictures, a long stick with a crook on the end. And as I said, the sheep can sometimes fall down into a ravine or fall off the trail. And the shepherd could take that staff, put that hook in down in there, hook them up underneath their front legs, and pull them back up to safety. And so this rod and this staff, they were a comfort to the sheep, because the sheep knew that the shepherd had all the tools that he needed to protect them and to keep them safe. Whatever you're walking through in life, whatever you're going through, if you have entrusted your way to God, you can be sure of one thing. God is responsible for you. God knows the way. God knows how to take you through it. And not only does he know how, he has the tools to protect you and to keep your feet on solid ground. "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, and your rod and your staff, they comfort me." God bless you guys. Get out there in faith this day, even in the valley of the shadow of death. God bless you. Love you.